I've been an outdoor person all my life, and I've done a lot of hiking. While I was hiking over the years, I've noticed that a lot of the trail signs are missing or old, and you couldn't read them anymore. And people I hiked with would often say, the Forest Service needs to put up some new trail signs. And I found out it wasn't that easy with the Forest Service because they're pretty limited on their staff, and they just don't have the money to buy signs. So I offered my services to help make them.
Dan Finn is a volunteer for the Mount Adams Ranger District. Several days a week, he comes to the woodworking shop at the ranger station to make trail signs.
I've never done a lot of woodworking. I struggled a little bit with it at first, but in time it came to me. Unfortunately, I had a mild stroke, but I was still able to make the signs. You can't always tell by looking at the piece of wood that it'll make a good sign. The oak lasts quite a while.
Many signs today are carved with the aid of a computer. Dan uses an old-fashioned router tool.
This is the router table. It's an older piece of equipment, and parts are kind of hard to find. So we've got 3 different sizes we can make. Some of the simple signs probably takes a couple of hours, but some of the more extensive ones, it takes, up to a day, maybe a day and a half. Well, a little fuzzy, but I'll put that through the planer and it'll smooth it right up.
Dan makes 2 kinds of signs. The iconic brown signs with the yellow lettering, and signs that are specific to designated wilderness areas.
Signs that we make for the designated wilderness, we usually have them kind of a natural look, kind of scarfed on the edges, and posts that we've made out of cedar. That's what these are here. In the old days, they would cut the signs out with an axe. That's why the wilderness signs are kind of scarfed and cut along the edges to make them look like they're hand-hewn. When I finish them, they don't look right, I'll take them back in and try to correct whatever I feel is wrong.
Over the past few years, Dan has made some 300 trail signs. They can be seen across the Gifford-Pinchot National Forest.
A lot of these signs that I make, you can't tell how old they are. I mean, you could put them up next to one that's been there for many, many years, and it looks the same. Some people have said, they're just out there in the weather and hanging on a tree, what does that matter? But I guess it matters to me. I want to make sure it's right. I'm hoping that the ones I make will be there for a long time. The wilderness has given me a lot, and this is one small way I can give a little back.